Welcome back to episode 2 of Caverns of Xaskazien version 4.43. Let's load our game. Let's hope we don't encounter that keyboard lockout version again. I think it's a warrior yelling. Imp, kobold, skeleton, wisp. Wisp's main ability, as it was in version 2, is it can teleport around. Let's just keep walking for now. Oh, wait a minute. We heard aha! That might not have been what I thought it was. I think, actually, that might have been, let's go see if we can see a corpse anywhere. There might be merchants in the game now. It might be another reason to save your gold, that you can actually buy stuff off merchants. If so, they work in a weird way. They don't work the way they work today, but there might actually be merchants. It sounded like a guy dying. And we haven't heard the sound since, so I doubt it's a warrior. While warriors could theoretically appear on dungeon level 3, it would be really rare. Stairs, of course. Bugbear. If we want to know about his abilities, apparently you don't get the abilities in combat. You have to, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. If you want to see their special abilities, you actually have to query them using the left mouse button, as opposed to in combat it just shows you their stats. Gets a free second attack if the first attack hits. Is his special ability. It only have 1 health. Still have pretty random health. Let's blast him. Let's not risk him hurting us when we can just kill him with a single magic missile. I don't know what that freeze out with the keypad was earlier. It's not happening anymore. I'm going to try pressing D to see if it brings up a drop menu. It does. So if you need to drop an item, you press D and then use the left mouse button to drop items. Sorry, it just occurred to me we didn't have an answer for that yet. I thought that's a pretty vital function. I hope it exists. I think in this game, matter of fact, I think in Caverns 1 entirely, if you drop an item, it's gone. I don't think you can come back and pick it up. I'm pretty sure if you drop an item, it means basically destroy an item. Let's blast him now. He only has 1 health left. He's only got 1 health as well. Let's just blast him. Oops. There might still only be bladed weapons in this game, like daggers and swords and stuff. I honestly don't know. Matter of fact, I don't even know if Caverns 1 ever had anything but bladed weapons. Oh, we found something. Sword mastery spell. So if we cast that spell, it'll raise our defense. The same as a dexterity potion. It'll raise our defense by 5 for a certain amount of time, maybe 30 turns. I know that's not a spell. At least it didn't tell us you're not intelligent enough anymore. You got a little evolution of even explanations of things like that, you know. Before it would have said you're not intelligent enough if you press a key that didn't exist as a spell. Now at least it tells you that's not a spell. Little tiny touches that I think add up to a better overall gaming experience. Not to mention, of course, functional sound and mouse support. And the ability to find out what things do before you interact with them, which I think is vital. I may have mentioned this. I know Chris Asic over at Ancient DOS Games did an episode on Caverns of Xaskazien at some point. He was playing. He downloaded some version from the net. Probably version... well, I don't even know. He mentioned there's a Windows version and a DOS version, so I don't know which version he was playing. I think he said he was playing... the Windows version. I don't know. Whatever he was playing, I can hear fire. Let's walk slowly, not jump into fire like we did that one episode. Bunch of fucking kobolds. Whatever version he was playing, he drank from a fountain, and it instantly killed him. And he said he had no idea it could even kill you. So that's not why I started doing this. Of course, I changed the game long before he ever even saw the game. But that was dumb of me, isn't it? No, I was right. But it's for those kinds of reasons that we started adding in. You can query things. You can point your mouse cursor at them to learn about them, or in this case, hold down a key to learn about it. What's that? Great Web. This square is enterable by you and all monsters, but to leave the square, the computer must pick a random number from 1 to 30 that is less than or equal to your strength. Leaving a Great Web square converts the square to empty space. I have to take a break after this. My throat is getting rather raw. I may not speak quite as much for a bit. Sorry about that. He's the only monsters left. We can waste our magic missiles on them, no problem. Let's go with intelligence. Let's try and get a hyper-intelligent mage with lots of spell points who can cast his spells, including sword mastery. Oops. In the modern Caverns 2, you can press, in response to prompts like that, in addition to using the mouse to respond to a prompt by clicking on the appropriate button that pops up, you can press Y, or you can press Enter as a yes. That way, if you're using a keypad like I am, you can just keep pressing the keypad. You don't have to use the whole keyboard. So you'll occasionally see me get prompted and hit Enter, and it dismisses the prompt here because it only accepts yes, like a press of the key, the Y key, as yes in this game. You'll notice one other thing. The monsters there you'll see are like flickering on the ground as we walk around. I'm pretty sure version 5 takes care of that, finally, after all these years. I think version 5, I finally figured out a way to make the, like pre-drawing the screen and then displaying the whole screen, rather than drawing the screen and then drawing the monsters on. That's what's happening right now, is it draws the map, then it draws the monsters, and that's why you see it flicker, because it's showing you the empty space beneath the monster for a second, and then it shows you the monster. But eventually I draw the entire map into memory, and then or the entire screen into memory, and then just pop the entire screen up so that flickering goes away. Let's open the coffin. You can see right here what it is. Contains 10 to 100 worth of gold or gems, 1 in 6 chance of also springing a booby trap, 1 in 4 chance it also contains an undead monster. Also noteworthy is that, yeah, gold, I think all the way through Caverns 1, I believe, isn't keyed to dungeon depth. It's just a flat 10 to 100 gold every time you pick it up. 60 gold. We can only carry 30 of it. Good. There were no traps. Yeah, a little icon left open. That's pretty cool. I think in version 2 and 3 they just disappeared, right? Or certainly version 2, the graphic would just disappear after you opened it. Yes, let's use it now because we're leaving. And let's get out of here. Okay. That hoe is definitely a warrior. I don't think that apparently if we had heard a merchant get killed, I didn't see a corpse laying around. That is Pendulum Blade. The square causes you from 1 to 10 damage unless the computer picks a random number from 1 to 10 that is less than or equal to your dexterity. So there's no reason for us to go in there right now. Apparently the rats are immune to it. Apparently the monsters can't be hurt by it. Now that sound used to be in version 2 of the game. That sound you're hearing, that oh, would have been associated with the temple. When you stepped in the temple, it would have made that sound. I obviously replaced that temple sound with the brass gong now, the fact that we're still hearing that sound, that is a wandering cleric. I know it. That's an NPC that you can interact with. You can pay him to heal you, as I recall. There he is up top. But if a monster steps on that square where he is, the monster will kill him. He'll just die. So we don't want the monsters to get on him. He'll just wander randomly on his own. Let's get rid of him with magic missiles.
One less to worry about.
I don't quite remember the full capabilities of a cleric. Let's left click him. Entering Cleric Square lets you heal at 10 gold per health, so they can only heal your health. That's all they can do. In the modern game, they can do all kinds of things. It brings up a list, and they can like cure you of poison, or cure diseases, or heal you, or remove temporary status ailments. They can do all kinds of things. But in this one, they can only heal you at 10 gold per health. It's kind of neat. Clerics can be eaten by monsters.
You bleed now. Hey, I'm good at killing.
Oh. Even voice acting for that. Okay, well, apparently, maybe as of version 3, but certainly as of version 4, when you fall in a pit trap, not only does it do the damage, still keyed to dungeon level. Looks like we took 4 damage for that. Whoops, and right click. It also leaves behind an open pit. The square is impassable to all non-flying monsters. Each time you enter, the computer picks a random number from 1 to 10. If this is greater than your strength, you take damage equal to the dungeon level. Otherwise, you enter it, and you're presumed to say leap across, and but you still end up in the same square somehow. Pray restoring 4 health? Yeah. Perfect. We're going to have to cross it again right here. Darn it. You leap across the pit. That was lucky. I see a 30% chance of doing that. What's this? An object creation scroll. Okay, there are scrolls now. I don't think those existed in version 3. I'm pretty sure those were a version 4 addition. Let's look at our inventory. And let's right mouse button. This scroll creates a better weapon or armor for you. Whether it's weapon or armor is chosen randomly. Scrolls are destroyed upon use. Let's use it. I can't see what it says because it's underwritten by stuff. That's an error. You have found cloth armor. It's not better. In this case, let's hit enter. Let's press I. And it has base defense 1. So our leather armor is better. We'll keep it for now because if a rust monster destroys our leather armor, we'll have the cloth armor to fall back on. Obviously now things that in previous versions say the rust monster who would have degraded your armor 1 level will no longer do that. It will just destroy your armor outright. Let's Ajahn Bem his ass. Kicking all kinds of ass.
One less to worry about. Ow. Ow.
Don't need that yet. I think I'm hearing fire again. Over to the left. Sounds are keyed to distance from your character. Let's keep going with intelligence for now. We'll stop that soon. We'll have to go with health a bit, mix it up at least. But I think we're going to try and get intelligence 10. So we can cast any spell we find. Well, within reason. So apparently paper squares now can be scrolls or spells or booby traps. Maybe maps, I don't know. for the record. Does 1 to 10 damage, and certain monsters can walk through it. Interesting again, because at this stage of the game, that would have been designated just simply by these monsters can walk through it. There weren't that many monsters, so you could outline that. Nowadays, some monsters have fire resistance, and if they had 100% fire resistance, they would walk through it no problem. They wouldn't even hesitate. If they had less than that, it would be a judgment call for them. There's much better AI now to determine what the monsters do. They might decide to walk through it, they might not. It'd be kind of up to them. How much they wanted to risk and how valuable a target you seemed. Okay. Still a long sound effect for teleport, eh? As a choice that would eventually get remedied. I eventually realized, that's a long time to ask a player to wait for the effect. Yes. Did we find the temple? Yeah, we did. I thought, shit, is it beyond the pendulum blade? Oh, it's beyond the pit, though. Well, we're going to be able to heal up to 12 with this. We can afford to take a few hits from that pit. Yes, that's me voice acting again. Yay. Good. Alright, we're not going to go through it again. We're going to grab this gold. Say yes and see what happens. You have no treasure. You're right, I don't. Apparently he can make his sound effect multiple times over himself. It's kind of weird. Booby trap, a monster appears. Okay, there's a summoning trap in the game now. It's a mage. Ooh, Jesus, that could kill us pretty easily. We could kill it with a couple of fucking fireballs, though, or magic missiles. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk everything. We got it. Okay. That's a lot of experience. Thank you, mage. It could have killed us with one hit if it had hit us, theoretically. Let's do this. Let's just double check there was nothing beyond this thing. Nope. Alright, I'm going to save the gold. We'll deposit it in the next temple we find rather than risk that pit again. How are we doing for time? Another 8 minutes or so and we'll quit. Let's see what this is. A generate gold spell. It didn't seem to give it to us, did it? Or is it a scroll? Maybe it said scroll. Generate gold scroll. Fair enough, damn it. The scroll conjures 10 to 100 gold pieces. Scrolls are destroyed upon use. I heard it, I heard another yell. I don't know if that was a character dying or not. So if we're going to fight those rust monsters... Oh, fuck, they're neat. We're going to want to take our armor off. Or put on the cloth armor first. I'll put on the cloth armor. Let's fight this guy first.
Stay down.
Can we just left click the cloth armor and have it switch? Yep. Okay. So the cloth armor is on. So they'll have a slightly harder time hitting us, but if they do hit us, I think they'll destroy our cloth armor. Let's find out. Let's try and blast them as well. Son of a bitch is wasting a lot of spells. Oh my god. I took a lot of spell casts. This guy's got a lot of health too, damn it. Alright. Let's go back into our inventory, put back on the leather armor. Leave the inventory. Let's go with health. Get us out of that danger. We got shitty, we got 5 health. Lowest possible amount. Oh! I was lucky. I'm moving too fast. 50% chance of being poisoned if you step in there. So thankfully we didn't hit that 50% chance.
You bleed now. All right, who's next?
Yeah, I don't think we're missing a lot by skipping over the version 3 era. I mean, obviously a lot of the stuff we're seeing here would have been introduced there. No, we don't want to pray yet. I don't think, like I said, I think we would, if we looked at version 3 proper, I mean, A would be the first Windows-based version. If we could get it to work and not crash on us the way it kind of was. It would be the first Windows-based version. Oh, fuck it, let's just blast him. It would, it might introduce the querying. So actually, I know for a fact it would. So you'd be able to query with your mouse and find out what different things do. That's amazing. Another scroll, darn it, not a spell. Nullify trap scroll. An exchange scroll. So it would have introduced the querying. It would have been the first Windows-based version, which means on a modern machine it would actually have the full sound effects. It wouldn't have had the inventory. I doubt it would have the NPCs, but it might. I don't know. I might not have made NPC corpses. I might have said, because I said monsters can eat these guys, I might have been like, oh, they eat them whole, you know? And that's why let's use our nullify trap scroll. Left click. If the earlier versions of the game hold true, that's a 50% chance or so. Alright, it's another cloth armor. What do I need that for? Ooh, gelatinous cube. Automatically hits me. If we hold down left mouse button, automatically hits in combat. Let's see if we can't... Oh, how much health did it have? 9. So 2 magic missiles will not be enough to kill it, so there's no point in fighting it right now. If we happen to hit it because we have to face it in combat, that's one thing. Or if... Let's grab this, because I don't know if I'm going to be up this way again. Oh, here comes a gremlin too, darn it. Ah! Shit. Now we could theoretically kill it. Let's try it. 2 magic missiles. Alright, now we can't. Don't have enough damage left in our magic missiles to kill it. Let's get away from it. Get away from this guy too while we have gold. Or we risk him stealing it. Fuck, we're starting to take some damage. We put back on our leather armor yet? Yeah, we did. Apparently monsters don't worry about squares. They can enter them freely. That's not true of the game anymore. They can be hurt by them, and they would usually say, I'm not going in there. But apparently back then that was not an issue. I recall if we found the temple or not before. A little discrepancy too, you can see from version 2 versus here. That's an idol again, with gemstone eyes we can steal. But in version 2, it was just a graphic, and when you stole the gems, the graphic disappeared. Now it's got a little red bar to represent the gem eyes. And if we steal the eyes, the little red bar will disappear, but the graphic for the idol will remain. Just a little more... Oh, we lost the ability to move again. Sometimes it happens, apparently. Let's try different things and see if we can get it. There, we got it back for some reason. So if that ever happens to you, try that. I don't know why that happens. I have no idea. I don't know if it's a bug peculiar to the game. Wall pass scroll, not a wall pass spell. If it's a bug peculiar to, you know, Caverns versions 3 and 4, or if it's a function of trying to use them in a modern Windows environment, or I'd rather cross this guy than the gelatinous cube. Damn it! Let's watch our gold. Oh, we're down to 1 fucking health. Steals 30 gold pieces worth of treasure. Damn it, he got our gold. Let's nonetheless try and find that damn temple so we can heal ourselves. If we enter that gelatinous cube square, we are dead instantly. What does this do? It does something different now, it's for sure. An armor forge. This square provides you the option of trying to forge better armor. If you try, you have a 50% chance of giving your armor a magic ability. Okay, so apparently armor weapons can be enchanted now. But a 50% chance of destroying it instead. I'm going to briefly step up there and try it. Yes. Failure. Your armor is ruined. I didn't read that second half, did I? Alright, let's put on the cloth armor. That's not good. Let's go left and hope we can get around here. Where the fuck is the temple? At least the temple I can... Oh, this is even better. Okay. Interesting stuff in this version. I didn't read that second half. I shouldn't have destroyed my armor, darn it. Undead Destruction Scroll. A lot of scrolls. Wouldn't mind finding more spells, but scrolls are alright too, I guess. Apparently we have a limited 40... Apparently we have 40 inventory slots. That's what I'm seeing. Heavy doors, hard to get through. I think it still checks just your strength, right? Yep. 1 to 10. Whoops. 1 to 10 versus your strength. It tells you for the monsters too. It is passable to monsters who can pass regular doors only if a random number of 1 to 30 is less than or equal to their experience value. Interesting. No. Oh yeah, I guess. Well, maybe not. I'm not going to do that right now. Yeah, when we're done this level, we'll call it quits. I think we're right about the 30-minute mark now, as far as I can tell. But let's finish the level first, so we always start with a clean slate. We have no gold. Now's a good time to fight him if we're going to... He has a 20% chance to hit us because of our cloth armor. We have a 30% chance to hit him. We should be able to hit him easier than us. Than he hits us.
You bleed now, and that is how it's done.
Alright. Could use our gold to get healed if we wanted to. Where the fuck is the temple? Let's map out the parameters of that so we don't stumble into it blindly later. Let's hope the temple's not beyond the poison gas cloud. Yeah, go ahead. I don't think we're going to find anything else. Oh, I thought there was fire for a second that I leapt into. Okay. Yes, perfect. Let's not fight it. I think it's going to kick our ass if we try. Just try and dodge around it. Whoops, I hit enter. What is its speed here? It's slow, so it moves. I think in this game that means 1/3 our speed. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, it was 1/3 our speed. Can't go through doors. %25 chance it also contains gems. 1 in 3 chance it's booby trapped. Alright. Just gold, no booby trap. Just in case there's a strength potion up here. Pendulum trap. So it turned our square into a pendulum blade. We dodge it. We get 40 gold pieces, but that is permanently a pendulum blade now. Interesting. Let's check out this coffin. Okay. Check out this idol as well. So we get 50 gold worth of gems. 40% chance of springing a booby trap. 10% chance it comes to life as a golem. Yes, let's steal. Awesome. I'm going to try and deposit that in case we meet a gremlin in the next level. Okay. And we're going to head down a level and call it quits there, guys. We're 1 experience shy of leveling up again. Quit and save. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back in a little while with another round of the game. I guess I have to quit, actually, because